Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to teach you trade and auxiliaries to trade. This is subtopic of nature and purpose of business, which is chapter 1 of Business Studies class 11th. This is Dheeraj Kaushal, PGT Commerce from KV number 2, Jalandhar, Kent. After watching this video, you will be able to explain the activities relating to commerce. So let us start this topic. Commerce. Commerce includes two types of activities, trade and auxiliaries to trade. Buying and selling of goods and services is termed as trade. So you should know the meaning of trade. Whenever we talk about trade, it simply means buying and selling of goods and services. But there are a lot of other activities which facilitate this process of trade. So activities which facilitate the process of trade is known as auxiliaries to trade. What we call that? We call that auxiliaries to trade, which also means aids to trade. So commerce basically includes two activities, trade and aids to trade. Aids to trade, in simple words, we call it as the auxiliaries to trade. These are called services or auxiliaries to trade and include transport, banking, insurance, communication, advertisement, packaging and warehousing. So these are the services which are included in auxiliaries to trade. So commerce is said to consist of activities of removing. What does commerce do? It removes the hindrances of person, place, time, risk, finance and information. In which process? In the process of exchange of goods and services. Now, we'll discuss in detail the meaning of trade. What is trade? Trade is a very essential part of commerce. It refers to sale, transfer or exchange of goods and services. It helps in making the goods produced available to the ultimate consumers. Ultimate consumers are also known as the users. Trade may be classified into two broad categories, that is internal and external. If we talk about internal trade, it is also known as the home trade. Then it is concerned with buying and selling of goods and services within the geographical boundaries of a nation. So whenever goods and services are bought or sold within the geographic limits of a country, that is known as the internal trade. Now, internal trade can further be divided into wholesale and retail trade. So, first of all, we'll discuss about the wholesale trade. What is wholesale trade? When goods are purchased and sold in bulk, it is known as the wholesale trade. When goods are purchased and sold in comparatively smaller quantities, then it is referred to as the retail trade. Now, the external or the foreign trade. External or foreign trade consists of exchange of goods and services between persons or the organizations operating in two or more countries. So whenever trade is done between the countries or more than two countries, that is known as the foreign trade or the external trade. Next is, if goods are purchased from another country, we call it as the import trade. If goods are sold to some other countries, we call it as the export trade. Now there is another term, that is the entrepot trade. Now what is the entrepot trade? When goods are imported for export to other countries, We import goods from some other country and then export it to some another country. That is known as the interport trade. Now, the auxiliaries to trade. What are the auxiliaries to trade? Activities which are meant for assisting the trade, which are meant for helping the trading process. Assisting means helping the trading process, that are known as auxiliaries to trade. These activities help in removing the various hindrances which arise in connection with the production and distribution of goods. So whenever there is any sort of hindrance in the process of exchange of goods and services, these hindrances are removed with what process? With the auxiliaries to trade. Number 1. What are these auxiliaries to trade? Number 1 is the transport and communication. So production generally takes place in a particular location, but these particular goods are consumed all over the country. So this obstacle of place is removed by the transport. Transport could be rail, road, air transport, sea transport, it could be any means. So this particular obstacle of place is removed with the help of transportation. So transportation basically helps in taking the goods from the place of production to the place of consumption. Now, along with the transport facility, there is also a need for communication facility, so that the producers, traders and the consumers can exchange information with one another. So, this process of exchanging information is done with the help of communication process. Second auxiliary to trade is banking and finance. Banking helps business activities to overcome the problem of finance. Finance is the lifeblood of an organization. Without finance, no business can exist. You cannot do your daily activities without the help of finance. So this requirement of money, this requirement of finance is taken care by the banks. Commercial banks lend money by providing various type of facilities to the businessman, such as the overdraft facility, cash credit facility, loans and advances. Now, along with these credit facilities or the loan extension facilities, banks also undertake certain other facilities, provide certain other facilities such as collection of checks, remittance. Remittance means transfer of funds. The meaning of remittance is transfer of funds to different places, and discounting of bill on behalf of traders. So this finance part is taken care by the banks. Then we have the insurance. Insurance is very much required. It provides you a cover. It provides a protection against various type of risk. Now, how can you obtain insurance? You can obtain insurance about anything. Life insurance, you can have fire insurance, marine insurance, theft insurance, various type of insurance facilities are there. How you can purchase it? On payment of a nominal premium. So, the amount of loss or damage can be compensated by the insurance company if the business organization has taken the insurance. So, insurance provides you protection of various type of risk. Then we have the warehousing facility. What does a warehouse do? Warehouse basically is a storage facility. It is a godown. Warehousing helps business firms to overcome the problem of storage and facilitates the availability of goods whenever required. Goods are produced in bulk, but it is not consumed immediately. So, by the time there is no demand of that particular good, it can be safely stored in the warehouses. It also helps in maintaining the prices of the goods. So, a reasonable level of prices can be maintained. And secondly, continuous supply of goods is also ensured by the warehouses. So as per the demand, goods are released from the warehouses. So maintenance of prices as well as continuous supply of goods is ensured by the warehousing facility. Next we have the advertising, which is the need of today's time. Advertising basically helps in promotion of the goods, providing information about various type of goods, its features, prices, how your goods are better than your competitors. Your potential buyer must know about your product. So this paid and non-personal form of communication is looked after by the advertising facility. Also, there is a need to persuade your potential buyers. You need to motivate your potential buyers. Unless and until you will motivate your buyers, they are not going to buy your product. There are so many competitors in the market. You need to persuade your potential buyers about the uses, the quality, the prices, the competitive information about your goods, so that your potential buyer prefer your product in comparison to your competitors. So advertising helps in providing information about available goods. Inducing means motivating your consumers, your customers to buy your particular item. So now we are going to recapitalize whatever we discussed in today's video. Commerce includes activities relating to trade and auxiliaries to trade. What is trade? Trade refers to sale, transfer or exchange of goods. It could be classified as internal or external. Internal trade may be wholesale trade or retail trade. External trade could be import, export or interport trade. Auxiliaries to trade are activities which assist trade. So what are auxiliaries? Activities which assist trade. These include transport and communication, banking and finance, insurance, warehousing and advertising. Now I am going to assign you certain questions. Number 1, explain any two business activities which are auxiliaries to trade. Number 2, choose a locally operated trading or business unit. Find out the kind of risk it faces in business and the way it deals with them. I am very much sure that today's video is well understood by you. Thanks for watching.